What if we created a community, an ecosystem in the field of electronics components and systems, to allow researchers and technologists from SMEs, large enterprises, research and technology organizations to network, generate innovative ideas, build consortia, accelerate digital innovation, and turn it into applications which enable sustainable growth. An ecosystem where national funders, the public authorities, can easily see the valuable achievements of the participants for their economies and society. An instrument that catalyzes sustainable digital transformation to create new ways of working and living for all of us. ECS, a Eureka cluster, is a program for the electronics components and systems community, designed to build international RD&I consortia, help access to funding, and manage collaborative projects with exploitation and growth opportunities for all the partners involved.
Welcome to the ECS webinar, How to Use the ECS Collaboration Tool. I'm Maud Vasquez, ANEAS Communication Director. As you may know, ANEAS is the industry association operating the Eureka cluster ECS. You will hear today a lot about ECS, standing for Electronic Components and Systems. This is also, for instance, included in the tool we will see today, the ECS collaboration tool. Regarding the agenda, we will begin with a short introduction to the Xecs Matchmaking Event and all the opportunities which are offered and how to best prepare yourself for the event in the ECS collaboration tool. This will be followed by a demo by my colleague here, André Hebben, who will make a demo on the dedicated platform, so the ECS collaboration tool. This is a platform which is open all year, 24 hours a day, of course, but which will be used and very important for the ECS matchmaking event. And then this will be followed by a Q&A session at 11:40. Next. So, regarding the practicalities, this webinar is recorded. The recording and the presentation will be made public. You've got here the link, but of course, after the event, we will share with you this link, as well as a survey. Please answer the survey, which allows us to improve this kind of webinar and the information we are giving you. How to participate, that's most important. Please raise all your questions in the questions section of this platform. The questions will be answered during the Q&A after 11:40. Next. So let's make an introduction on the ECS matchmaking event, on the ECS call 3, and why is it so important to get prepared for the event in the ECS collaboration tool. Next. So here you've got a calendar. This calendar is important. It's called the ECS Call 3 calendar. It gives you an idea of the main phases. Today we will concentrate mostly on the first phase, which starts at the ECS matchmaking event with the opening of the call on the 25th of September 2023. So during that phase, we will generate ideas and build consortia. What does it mean concretely? It means that you may have an idea, share it with others. You may look at others' idea. You may create your consortium, or you may participate in other consortia. This phase is really important, and to be part of, you have some matchmaking opportunities. That means you can pitch, you can present a poster at the ECS matchmaking event. But for this, you need to go into the tool, the ECS collaboration tool, to apply for this pitch and posters. So the ECS collaboration tool is linked to the Xecs matchmaking event. Of course, all project ID must be in the scope of the electronic components and system strategic research and innovation agenda. While you will be shared all the slides, of course, all links are provided. Links to the ECS collaboration tool, link to the ECS 3. So we start with this important phase of idea generation and consortium building. The next step, which is as much important as the first one, is submitting a project outline. And this will be done in another tool, which is called Xecs Project Zone. An important deadline is the 18th of January 2024. You may receive a lot of insight on how to submit a successful project outline and a lot of information from the Xecs team if you participate in the Xecs matchmaking event. Another deadline, important deadline, is the 18th of April 2024. This is when you have to submit your FPP, standing for Full Project Proposal. You may be invited after submitting your project outlines to submit a full project proposal. And in between, you will receive some feedback from your national public authority representatives and also from the technical expert from Xecs. So those two phases with the two deadlines of January 2024 and 18th of April 2024 are of great interest for you. Please note that a specific webinar will be held on 25th of October, specifically on how to submit a project proposal in the project zone. But we will not focus today on this part. We'll focus on the first part, as said. After creating the ID, submitting your PO, submitting your food project proposal, your project may be labeled and at the end get funded. Next. So what about the Xecs matchmaking event, which will be held on 25th of September in Paris? So physically, you've got here the overall program. Behind the two buttons, register and more about the event, you get access to the event. I'm strongly encouraging you to already register. Seats available are rare and rare, day after day. So during that event, you will be explained what's ENIA's role within the Xecs Eureka cluster. More precisely, you will get some insight about Xecs and the launch of the call 3 and how to best prepare a successful application. An SME will testify about all the benefits from joining collaborating innovation projects. And of course, this SME will testify about how all the benefits he get it from joining Xecs calls. Last but not least, because this is really important, you will get some insight from national public authority representatives from Austria, Belgium, Spain, France, the Netherlands, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. But you will see that you will get access also through recordings to other supports from other countries. During the lunchtime and in the afternoon, you will have some pitch session. That means you can pitch your project ID, or you as an SME may join to pitch your SME expertise. This will be followed by a matchmaking part in which posters will be presented, and it's time for you to discuss with new partners. Next slide, please. So what are the matchmaking opportunities? Those are all the opportunities offered. First, you can pitch. What pitch means is making a pitch of 5 minutes of your project ID, RGNI project ID. It goes fast, it must be impactful, but you will get a lot of visibility while we are expecting 150 participants at the Xecs matchmaking event. While you are pitching, you will have also a poster. Posters will be stuck on walls, and it's a nice view and visibility for your project ID. If you are an SME, you can pitch at the SME expertise pitch. Again, this is a 5-minute pitch. You can request to book a meeting room for 1 hour during the event. Please note that slots available are not that many, so please already apply for a meeting room. And last but not least, you will get national support. You know that from the very start of the ECS call process, we are inviting you to contact your national public authority representatives. During the event, the ECS event, you will get some presentations from public authority representatives from the countries I have shown before, and you will have access also to an interactive devices where some other countries will have recording some pitches. Next slide. While being more practical, give you here the links and some guidelines. If you want to pitch, you need first to create a project ID in the ECS collaboration tool. This is the direct link in between the ECS matchmaking event and the ECS collaboration tool. My colleague Andre Eben will explain to you how to do that more precisely. You will get access to the pitch template in the ECS collaboration tool. You have to follow that template, which is not a marketing template, but really an RDNI project ID template. Pitch application and pitch presentation must be uploaded again in the ECS collaboration tool by 14th of September. I'm really insisting on this deadline. Note that if you are pitching, you must have a poster. If you're not willing to pitch, you can have a poster. This is exactly the same process. While you will have to create a project ID in the tool, you can load the poster templates, and final poster have to be uploaded in the ECS collaboration tool by 14th of September. For pitch from SME expertise, this is something pretty different. While you can download the pitch template in the bottom here, again, the slides will be shared with the links, and pitch applications have to be sent by tomorrow. I know this is a short delay, but let's make it. And then you can apply for a meeting room. Here is the email address to ECS to apply to meeting rooms by 14th of September. Next. Thank you for your time. I will now invite Andre Eben. He's inside IT manager, and we will have a clear look at the ECS collaboration tool and how to best apply. Thank you.
Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Andre Hebben from Inside. I will shortly go over the ECS collaboration tool and explain what you can do inside it and how you can best prepare for the ECS matchmaking event. Next slide. So we will be having a short introduction. I will give the possibilities of the ECS collaboration tool. Then I will go over the steps of creating your project idea inside the tool. The first steps are entering the basic details of your project idea. An important step during that first steps is to indicate that your idea is part of the ECS matchmaking event, and that you will be having a pitch and a poster. That will guarantee you a pitch slot, but also a poster space. Then in the second step of your project idea, there will be a step in which you provide more details about your project. In this step, you can upload your poster in PDF and your presentation as well, either in PowerPoint or in PDF. For those who don't have a project idea, This is also interesting. I will explain how to search through the project ideas inside the tool. Then I will explain how to use the poster wall, in which you can see the posters directly online before the event even happening. There is the message board, which is, yeah, they say you can leave a message there for people to find you and build consortia. And I will explain how to use the partner search. At the end of this presentation, I will conclude it with the most important steps you can take. Okay, next slide. So the ECS collaboration tool is a tool which is not only used for the Xecs matchmaking event, but it's more for all the ECS relevant calls. So that could either be the Eureka or the KDT clusters, as well as the Xecs matchmaking event. This tool is open 24/7. With this tool, you can build consortia, look for project ideas, and even look for partners interested to collaborate with. Next slide. Okay, the first step to create your project idea is in the basis of logging into the tool, which is available at ecscollaborationtool.eu. You log in and you go to the creation section. Then you provide a title and a description of your project. You indicate the proposal type, which could be a partner proposal or idea proposal. Then you select the relevant XECS or ECS RIA chapters. Then you indicate that your project idea is relevant for the Xecs matchmaking event. There you can mark whether or not you want to have a poster or a pitch. Then you indicate the relevant program call, in this case the Xecs call 3. If you want to have your idea hidden before entering all the data, you can set it to hidden, and then at a later stage you can set it to visible. If you set it to visible directly, then other people will see your project immediately. And when adding the keywords, allows your idea to be better searchable inside the ECS collaboration tool. Next, I will show you how to enter those steps, the first steps inside the project idea. So at first, this is the logging in screen. You can log in using your credentials. When you log in, you see this basic screen. This screen allows an overview of the basic items. These are your project ideas that you have entered. So this is one that I have on my own. Here are the invites from people who have invited you to their project idea. So you can either see if there's somebody inviting you to that project, and that is visible. Here is the project in which you were registered, and you're allowed to open up the binder in which the pitches will be uploaded. Here you can open up the new project idea, and that will take you to the first step of entering your project idea. Basically, you enter the details of your project idea with a description. Then you indicate the proposal type. So in this case, an idea proposal. Here you can mark the relevant ECS RIA chapters. And this is the most important step, is to indicate that it's part of the Xecs matchmaking event. And you can mark that you will have a poster and a pitch. Then you can indicate the program call, and in this case, the visibility. With regards to the keywords are, when you enter them, they pop up already. So you can see a selection of keywords that other people have already entered. Then you can select those to find. If you add these, then your project idea will be better findable. Then you click save. Then you're taken to the next step, and all the information is here on the side from the first step. Okay, next slide. So in the next step, you will be providing additional information with regards to your project idea. Just give me a second. Yeah, that in that case, you will provide a short description of your project idea. You provide key selling points. These key selling points are market relevance, innovation, and defining the business impact. Then you indicate what maybe your consortia already has certain kind of members available. So you indicate the partners which are already involved in your project, and you define what you're looking for. And these could be either a certain kind of expertise, like a company dealing with encryption, some kind of partners, maybe an SME, which is you're still looking for, or either participating countries. A very important step during this area is also to upload your poster and your pitch. So we're going to the next step. So this is the same page as we saw next. So it's the second step. Here you can enter the details, and if you provide a description, for instance, I will expand my here, then you see it turns yellow. This yellow indication is that it's being saved, but you can also click on the save button to trigger the save as well. So for instance, here I have my key selling points. I can define it using, then it gets saved automatically. Yeah, here you can define the partners already involved. So you can list the partners which are already involved in your site, your consortia. You could also invite contacts as well for your consortia by inviting a contact from the ECS collaboration tool. In this area, you can define the partners that you still need, the expertise that you still need, and the partner types you're still looking for. If you have your idea already in the cited tool, this is the area in which you can check that your ID is indeed present for the ECS collaboration tool. Here is also the information that the idea will be presented as a poster and as a presentation. This is the area as well in which you can download your poster template and your poster pitch. To enter those files, you scroll down, and here on the right side, you can enter a name for your presentation. And by going to your hard drive, you can select the poster and then upload it. And the file will appear here. And if you have the wrong file, you can use this recycle bin to delete it. Okay, next step. So for those who are, who have a project idea, or you want to look already inside new project ideas, I will explain you how to navigate the project idea search, in which you can look up project ideas present for the XECS event, but also the project ideas which are present there, not only for the event. You can filter those depending on the event, but also on the ECS RIA chapter. You can filter by using a keyword filtering, and you can combine filters. In the next step, I will show you how to navigate to the project idea search, as well as how to use it. So we'll go back to the demo. Next. Yes, you're using the top navigation, and you click on ideas, and that will take you to the project ideas. So you see a listing of all the project ideas here on the left side. There's a big search here in which you can enter keywords to be able to search for project ideas, and then any related keywords matching inside the descriptions or in the titles are giving the new project ideas. To use the filtering, you go to the right side, and there are the ECS RIA, the SRIA chapters, which you can indicate. The little area on the side is for the number of ideas which have this matching relevance. of the chapters. And if you click them, it already applies to the search results. The same goes to the events. You can select the ECS Matchmaking Event, and it shows the filter from the first as well as the second one being available. So you have it right there. An idea as well is if you put the filtering on, so this is a nice little trick. If you put the XECS Matchmaking Event without any filters and you click here on above and you say download list of ideas, you get an Excel file with all the ideas of the event. So you have a listing of all the ideas that will be present at the event for you to have as an Excel. So next slide. Okay, then there is a convenient tool, which is the poster wall. The poster wall allows you to directly see the PDF files of the posters inside the tool. It's available for all those people who are registered for the event inside the tool. So you can engage with the contact, you can view the ideas, and you can explore the communication with the idea owner by commenting on their idea. So I will show you how to approach or access this poster wall and how to navigate it. So next. Yes. On the top, you see the XECS Matchmaking Event. If you mouse over it, then you see poster wall. And if you click the poster wall, then you are accessed inside the poster wall. As you can see here, for instance, this is the title. You have the poster already available, so you can directly look inside the tool for the poster and see the short description. Then you can click on the view idea. You get access to the complete idea. And if you want to scroll down to the next poster, you just click the back and forth buttons on the left and right side of the screen. And then you navigate back and forth to the project ideas. So it's like the poster roll from the event, but online, already available before the event and during the event. Okay, next slide. So besides project ideas, the ECS collaboration tool also allows you to get in contact with people who want to be in contact either for consortia or for setting up networking opportunities. You can access the partner search. There you can define a criteria for finding certain kind of partners. That criteria can be saved. So for instance, if a new partner enters inside the tool, you get an automated message that people get that you can access those. The information or the contact information is not shared beforehand, but you can send a message requesting for contact information, and then the person gets a message which he can accept, and if he accepts, then that information or his contact information will be available for you to contact him directly. So I will just show you how it works in the next opportunity. Okay, so we navigate at the top to partner search. It's a third button at the top. Then you see all the partners available. On the right side, you can select which kind of criteria you want. So for instance, if you want to have all the partners only from the XECS event, you can enter the selection, and it shows only those specific partners. You can select by organization type and by country, for instance, and then you can also, based on their company profile or their own contact profile, make the criteria further by entering keywords specific for your criteria that you're looking for. Once you have entered those criteria, you can click Save, and that will pop up with the criteria that new partners will be able to be found through your search. And if you say notify me at the end, then you get an email when a new partner enters inside the tool. So you don't have to keep looking for new potential partners. Okay, next. Then there is the message board. The message board is mostly used for generic kind of messages in which you just want to contact people or look for ideas. And it's not directly concrete. You can set up a post-it there for people to find you or to provide some kind of information. It's like a memo board. So I will just quickly show how to access it and how to use it. So it's the fourth option at the bottom, at the top, which is the message board. If you click it, then you see already the messages. You can either request to join a project idea in which you can enter a message for the project idea owner and he can accept you, or you can invite a contact idea for your own idea. Posting a new message is just post new message, and then you can indicate via these fields how to enter a new message inside, and it will appear directly. Okay, next. Yeah, so a quick recap. The tool is available not only for the XECS event, but also for other calls or for other consortia building. To create your project idea, we've concluded on how to enter your project idea. A very important step not to forget is to indicate that you have a poster or a pitch and that your project idea is part of the Xecs Matchmaking Event. Don't forget to upload your poster file and your pitch file. And to set up your partner search profile inside the tool, so people are able to find you and connect with you if you have certain kind of relevance. And you can leverage this tool to create new consortia, but also to create new networking opportunities. Okay, next. So if you have any or need any support, please contact me through this email address. I'll be glad to help and to assist you. I hope this presentation was clear enough. Okay, then I give the word back to Maud.
Thank you, Andre, for this very detailed presentation. But as you say, you may be of support in case of any bugs raised or people are facing issues while entering and creating their IDs. Now it's time for the Q&A. Please let me introduce Nadia Horbach. She's the Xecs Director.
Thank you, Maud, and also thank you, Andre, for your valuable and detailed presentations. I would like to invite you now for the Q&A session. I suppose you might have some questions, maybe not only related to the ECS collaboration tool. And so please don't hesitate to enter your questions into the questions section. And waiting for your questions, also to highlight again that the ECS collaboration tool is a tool you can use all over the year. So this is not only to prepare for the Xecs matchmaking event, but also after the event. You can still look for partners, look for other ideas, etc. So it seems our presentations have been pretty clear. So I will wait another minute to see whether you have questions. Often it happens that after such a webinar, you might have questions, or while you start working in the ECS collaboration tool, in the presentations, we have all our contact details. So if there is anything, please don't hesitate to contact us also, of course, after this webinar.
I can also point out that I gave this Xecs email address. Indeed, there is a full team fully available for you to support during all the phases of the Xecs call-free call process. They will be there at the event with Nadia at the Xecs Matchmaking in Paris, so we will be pleased to welcome you on board.
We have received one question. are the pitch and poster session reserved to companies that have an idea of project, or also to companies that would like to make themselves known to others to join projects? So the pitch session is really for project ideas. We have a dedicated SME expertise pitch session so that SMEs can present their expertise to the others, but it's not for other companies or research organizations just to present what you regularly do. This is for the matchmaking. So in the matchmaking there, you can meet others, join our event, or present yourself in the ECS collaboration tool with all your expertise and with what you offer, and in what kind of projects you might be interested. The next answer is, can a young startup become part of a project? Yes, of course. So all the projects are open for any kind of partners, and also startups will be welcome. As a startup, you should contact your public authorities as soon as possible to see what are the funding conditions for the startups in your respective country. So we have also one question. So how often are those webinars? We have dedicated webinars linked to specific events. This webinar was recorded and it will be available on our website for the next months, and also can be used also for the preparation of others, because the how to use the ECS collaboration tool is the same whether it is now the XECS call or any other call. And we will have another webinar on the 25th of October, also for 1 hour, 11 to 12, where we will guide you through our project zone, in which you will finally submit your project outline. So this is also, I think, a very useful webinar, and you are also invited to join this webinar, which will be for free as well. And of course, we would like to welcome many of you coming to our event, presenting pitches, your project ideas and posters, and we hope for a lively matchmaking in the afternoon. With regard to the webinars, maybe to add that often the countries supporting our cluster XECS organize national webinars. And the date for the national webinars, as far as available, will also be presented to you during the matchmaking event, but also on our website. We will promote those national events, and you will have access then to those events at national level. There is one question: when was it built, the XECS? So XECS is a new name, but it is somehow also a new cluster on electronic components and systems. But there have been other clusters before. Some of you might know Katrine, Euripides, or Penta. And this is now the successor of those, covering the whole ECS strategic research and innovation agenda now, and supported by many more countries. We have 23 countries officially supporting our cluster, providing a dedicated budget, but you can also involve partners from any other country, and you will learn more about those possibilities during the XECS matchmaking event. There is one question about the call frequency. We have one call per year. So this means that in autumn 24, the next call will be launched. Yeah. And again, so if any other question comes to your mind, please don't hesitate to contact us. We are really here to support you and to help you in preparing for the matchmaking event, but also preparing your project outlines. So I will wait another half minute if there is another question. If this is not the case, then I really would like to thank you, Maud and Andre, for the preparation and for your presentations during this webinar. Really very useful. And I hope to see many of the participants of this webinar on the 25th of September in Paris during our matchmaking event. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.